In May of 1940, the German military launched invasions into the Netherlands, Belgium, and northern France. Employing a swift and powerful blitzkrieg strategy, German airborne forces rapidly overcame Dutch and Belgian defenses, leading to their surrender within a matter of days. Despite efforts by British, French, and Belgian troops to strengthen their positions against the advancing German army in Belgium, they proved unable to maintain their ground. The fall of France unfolded rapidly, and by the 14th and 15th of May, the primary German force had penetrated the River Meuse, progressing westward toward the English Channel. While in Paris on May 17th, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill was surprised to discover that the French commander-in-chief had no strategic reserves for an emergency. Unbeknownst to the French, the British High Command had initiated the planning of Operation Dynamo, aiming to evacuate the British Expeditionary Force by sea. On May 21st, General Viscount Gort, the commander of the BEF, launched an attack from Arras, but it lacked sufficient armor. Nevertheless, this counterattack injected some uncertainty into the advancing German forces. German tanks, commanded by General Heinz Guderian, gradually maneuvered the Allies into a vulnerable position, eventually forcing them into a defensive perimeter around the port of Dunkirk, the sole remaining port for an Allied withdrawal. Unexpectedly, on May 22, 1940, the German High Command, with Adolf Hitler's approval, issued a halt order. Regardless of the rationale behind this decision, it presented the Allies with an unforeseen and critical opportunity to carry out the evacuation of their troops. Despite intermittent attacks by the Luftwaffe on the port of Dunkirk whenever weather conditions permitted, the Allies fortified their defenses against the advancing German tanks. At this point, thousands of British and French troops found themselves stationed on the beaches, awaiting a rescue attempt. The evacuation, initiated on May 29th by the Royal Navy, enlisted civilian fishing and lifeboats, famously known as little ships, whose contributions would later be celebrated as the embodiment of the Dunkirk spirit. Additionally, RAF fighters played a crucial role in providing air cover during the evacuation against Luftwaffe attacks. By June 4th, a total of 338,000 soldiers, including 120,000 French, had been successfully evacuated through the efforts of a hastily assembled fleet consisting of 860 boats. The British Expeditionary Force, BEF, incurred losses of 68,000 soldiers during the campaign and was compelled to abandon nearly all of their tanks, vehicles, and equipment. Several thousand French troops were also left behind and subsequently became prisoners of war. The perilous evacuation faced challenges, resulting in the sinking of 6 British and 3 French destroyers, along with 200 small craft, due to German mines, torpedo boats, U-boats, and aircraft. Both opposing forces suffered losses exceeding 100 aircraft each. Despite the potential for disaster, the success of the evacuation significantly uplifted British morale. The rescued and highly trained soldiers of the BEF played a crucial role in ensuring that Britain could mount a counteroffensive later in the war. Reflecting on this achievement, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill described the outcome as a miracle during his "We Shall Fight on the Beaches" speech to the House of Commons on June 4.